Hello people, YouTubers. This is going to be my first video. This is on my air horn installation, and I kind of wish I did this before I started, but I didn't. My kids told me that I should make a video on it, so I'm making it right now after the fact. Basically what I got here is I didn't buy a kit. I got a whole bunch of different parts offline, from horn blasters, from Amazon, from eBay. And basically what I got is I got two horns under the truck, and they're the chief horns. They're the stuttering fire truck horns. Listened to a lot of train horns, didn't want it. Typical, everybody has them. I wanted something different. I got a 3-gallon air tank underneath. I basically started off with making a bracket under the truck. Found a space that would hold my tank, my compressor, and my air valve all in one. I also have, I've used 1/2-inch air line throughout the whole system. I started off using 1/4-inch. Didn't work good. Restricted a lot of air going to the horn, so I actually swapped everything out. Went larger with the air valve and a regulator. Basically, I have a regulator. I'll start off with that. Back here, I ran it into the cab. I ran this air regulator in there. Basically, this is my tank pressure right here, and this is my horn pressure right here, and I have that set at about 90 pounds right now, which is plenty. I started off with 120. I dropped it down to about 110, 100, went down to 90. That sounds the best. My compressor holds, my tank holds 180 pounds. I have a valve in the tank. It goes on at 150, shuts off at 180. I put this regulator in here. It's got a huge 1/2-inch orifice going through it to let the air blow through. And underneath, I'm going to climb under there now. Basically, that's the setup right there. That's the bracket that I made. I have, as you can see, let me slip up underneath here. Give you some light, flip on. It's a Viair 380C, 200 pounds, aluminum air tank, 3 gallons, 1/2-inch outlets. 1/2-inch outlets on there, and I have a huge 1/2-inch horn blasters air valve right there. And basically what I did, the other thing I did too, is I mounted this compressor and it just vibrated the hell out of the truck. So what I did was I got MSD ignition anti-vibration mounts, and I got 4 of them. I got 4 under the compressor itself, and then I got another 4. I built like a cradle for it, and they're holding the cradle and they're holding the compressor, so it's double. I mean, this thing, you can't feel anything in the truck, nothing anymore. First, it would just vibrate the hell out of the truck. So the other thing I got on here is I got my drain valve hooked up in here. Instead of me climbing underneath, undoing the valve, letting the water out, I've got it going. I've got it coming up, and it's coming up and it's splitting right here, and it's going to my my 200-pound relief valve, pressure relief, safety valve, and then that's my switch for the 150 on, 180 off, and that comes back around, and that goes to another smaller one. That's my, I got it hooked up to a switch in the cab, so I just got to flip the switch and it'll drain all by itself. The other thing I did was I hooked up a male connector on the outside of the truck right there, so I can plug in my air hose or whatnot. And when I flip my switch, it just blows right out. If I had a female on there, it wouldn't be able to do that. So, and like I said, I got 1/2-inch lines going through the whole thing. I've got no elbows anywhere. It's just a straight shot everywhere. I got equal distance lines coming out going to each horn. There's one of the horns right there. I had to make a bracket for it because I wanted it tilted down. I wanted it to go facing forward. I tilted it, I lined it up the best it could so the air, the sound would come directly out from underneath and wouldn't get blocked by the axle or anything. And the other thing I did too is, because everybody says don't face them forward because of all the crap, what I did was I actually, I got these universal filter, they're actually filter covers. You can see the front of that thing right there. But it's going to block all the dirt and bugs and crap to get inside there to save it, you know. And I got the same thing on the other side. There's another one over on the other side. You can barely see it. But basically that's about it. I got a bunch of relays under the hood. I've got it set up to where the horn only works with the key on. When you flip the key on, the horn right here will make the air horn sound. When the key's off, the regular horn sounds. And I did that because in case I ever hit the panic button or the alarm went off, I don't want the air horns blasting, you know, especially in my front yard. So I got that hooked up. So, and I also threw in a little cheater switch here too, right there, that when you're driving down the road, if you don't want to happen to hit the heavy horns to some guy in front of you, you can hit this button and it'll just blow off the regular horn. I got a relays pretty much controlling everything. I got 4 relays under the hood, and they're controlling everything. I believe in relays, and that's the best way to go. Keep from blowing out cables or fuses or anything like that. But basically that's it. So I'm gonna flip over. I'm gonna throw a schematic on there of how I did everything, the wiring, and the tubing, and what I used. I'll throw that up there, and I'm also gonna take this thing down the street and give the horn a blow here, and you can hear what it sounds like. So that's it.